works extremely hard. There are a few persons that I want to thank, and this is one of many events that we have attended today, from Howard County to Montgomery County, here to my home, Baltimore City. And I saw some Park Heights folks in here who remember me from Park Heights Avenue. In fact, I think my barber who is on the way, who used to cut my hair when I was 12 years old. So we go back quite a ways. But let me thank, first of all, Terra Cafe. Would you please thank them, Terrence? And they donated, he was wonderful, right? They donated the food for this event. And it's a small minority business, and here's one of the things that I promised to do, and I will, and I have already done it as a senator. We don't patronize our own businesses. And the millions and trillions of dollars that's spent providing goods and services, what should go to our communities do not. I think it's time to end that, don't you? Yes, Councilman Stokes, whom I've been knowing for a very long time, I want to give honor where honor's due. Would you thank us to thank God for Councilman Stokes as well? Neil Muldrow is here, who has been extremely supportive. Before anybody believed that this could happen, he was on board. I will not forget that. I shall not forget that at all. Darren Muhammad, where's Darren? Darren, I saw Darren. Come on, he's done a good job. And I am thankful for the black press, because the black press will tell what the white press won't tell. That's right. And they'll get the story right. Let me give an example. I said to about 3,000 persons the other night that I started this journey, and I started this journey for the United States Senate, understanding that it is the place, it is the most powerful place in terms of decisions and decision making. They can come in if they want decisions and decision making. And guess what? We're not there. Y'all follow me? Hello? We're not there. And there is a reason that we are not there. And there are many reasons as to why we should be there. So we started traveling from Eastern Shore straight up to Frostburg. And what we began to find out is this. People began to say, they started to say, we feel as though we are absolutely voiceless and disconnected from the political process, and we don't know why we call the machine where they won't take us anywhere. We traveled, and I traveled with this one message. I traveled saying, I love this country, I love this city, I love this state, but we are going in the wrong direction. And whatever they are talking about on Capitol Hill, it must be irrelevant, because none of our problems are changing. I remember back in the day when Perrin J. Mitchell, and I haven't sensed this excitement since the day when Perrin Mitchell opened up his office in the 3500 block of Park Heights Avenue. That's right. I was living in the 3600 block of Park Heights Avenue. I was a kid without a whole lot of folks to look up to in that day as role models. But he came, and people said, the first congressman? No way it can be done. Right. Because he was a man who was determined to deal with real issues and deal with people. And he taught us that you've got to stand for something. I'm grateful for those like Perrin Mitchell. Come on, he's not, come on. Who did not just play politics. That's right. And was not trying to please a machine. Right. Listen to me closely. Something is wrong when there are federal mandates that are coming down, and we're not asking why and how and dealing with how it's affecting our lives. I'm talking about real life. How is it that in Baltimore City, the place that I call home, that about 70% of our children who are of school age are not graduating? That's right. Don't talk to me about your issues if your issues aren't affecting my folks and our young people. In they call it rich Prince George's County, but guess what? 50% of our children are not graduating. How can we not raise the question why when we are losing a generation? Beyond that, how is it that we are not screaming from the federal level when once they go through, and I'm going to tell you some secrets and don't tell anybody else, once we go through K to 12 and we have pushed our children through, if they don't measure up, we feel satisfied by giving them a certificate of completion. And listen, why is it like this? It's attached to this. When you get the certificate, you cannot go into the military, you can't get a GED, you can hardly get into community college. We are setting up for a permanent underclass. And nobody wants to talk about that.